And I have the joy to cast this game. Looking forward to this a lot, ladies and gentlemen. In, of course, the Sonic specific yellow in the bottom left for UMAD Gaming and the Ukraine is the madman himself. It's Sonik. And in the upper right, his opponent from Poland in his DreamHack debut facing elimination is TeRRoR.
We see TeRRoR starting off with the Ghoul build, which was certainly to be expected. Ghouls, Gargs, Expo, that's what we should be looking for here from TeRROR's side. And even Happy nowadays is basically playing almost only Ghoul build. It has turned out that the Ted Fiend build / Happy build with few Ghouls and a quick graveyard into Fiends is just super low tempo, and you can really get abused out on the map, especially with the Keeper first. You can have a very tough time. And it is indeed the Keeper first for Sonik, who is himself an avid fan of the Demon Hunter, but the Keeper just a lot stronger in the early game especially, either for expanding himself or for preventing an expansion.
Okay, I kind of expected a Warden here. Sonic showed this before, but okay, it makes sense to go for the Keeper as well. Loved that Keeper back when he was in China. WGL made a very good impression and impersonation of that Keeper of the Grove and the Entangled Dance. We will never ever forget. And yeah, TeRRoR, pretty standard here as well. DK, Ghouls. He can probably play similar to what he played against Foggy, just a tiny bit better, maybe not showing any nerves and then feeling confident.
Being creep here so far, always important to not deny those last hits, of course. And because it's Sonic, we're gonna have some Entangle first, looking for kills. Good Wisp as well, close by, trying to get the Detonate off. Not quite yet, but might be able to in a moment. Keeper hunting for these kills and gets a Detonate, but not optimal. TeRRoR playing around that as well, quite well here. But there's gonna be a lot of mana drain out of the DK at the very least. Keeper gonna get those kills that he desires and needs only one Ghoul to get the perfect level up, but one coil is left in the tank. It's important to deny because there's gonna be another Entangle here for sure.
Oh, and he does. TeRRoR at the start of this best of 3 at the top of his game. And now Sonic, what can you really do? You don't have much mana left. You have one Entangle somewhere trying to reach around, but TeRRoR also with great movement, scouting what Sonic is doing. Is he retreating? Is he coming in again? And so the DK can just snipe him right there. Problem now, still no coil, so he needs another deny.
Is he paying attention to it though? Not quite. Keeper does get level 2. And Sonic here with a very unusual build. Double Ancient of War, delaying his tech. We're used to seeing that from Warden, not so much from a Keeper. Sonic is trying to use the archers in the meantime to creep up while possibly harass multitasking. That's something he's been showing a lot in the past. In many different matchups, also against Human, for example. And the goal here was to kill something, which he did, and then creep in the meantime. But it's certainly going to be a much slower tech than ideal, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like Sonic's game plan, right? Why would you creep when you can just kill your opponent's units? That's his style in not only this matchup, but in pretty much everyone when he plays Keeper. Rushes into an Orc base, trying to get some peons, goes into a human base, trying to get some peasants, and here for the undead, it's the ghouls. But yeah, TeRRoR is pretty close by, has 3 ghouls with him, as if he's expecting this somehow.
If he had really expected it, he could have come in here for a creep tech, but he didn't have a scout out, unfortunately for him. He goes for a Telestaff, which he's probably going to need in a moment. Keeper's going to say hello in the base, and if he kills an Acolyte here, it's going to be very expensive. But going to go for the Ghouls instead. Also losing those wouldn't feel too good here for TeRRoR. He wants to pick up the item and then staff back. That's what he's doing. And he found absolutely amazing items, by the way. Double Claws and Mantle for the Lich is going to be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, not so wonderful is that his units are suffering and his economy is suffering there a little as well. But good micros, saving the ghouls to the side, gets a little bit of extra XP from the tree, and so that is pretty close, 2-3. Same goes for the Keeper, just needs one more kill and then he gets it for the very good level 2 spell Sigurd. Ring of Region in the bottom for Sonic. Tree is coming, and tech is also at 70%. But can he defeat the incoming Gargs?
We almost found some more ghouls, but the 3 hurt boyos make it back home. Oh, need to go to the back to protect themselves. Of course, the Halls of the Dead now going to provide some slow. And we see the Gargs coming out. There could be a window here. Not to cancel the Tree of Life, but certainly to cancel the Entangled Gold Mine, right? If they fly across right away. But again, the question is, does TeRRoR know this? Does he realize?
Didn't really scout it yet, right? He should expect it for sure, as everybody knows what TeRRoR is playing. This is probably something that he's facing a lot, and Night Elf against Undead has been for a long time a 2-base situation for all Night Elves, so he has just to check like where is that expo. He's doing that now. Gargs check the natural, see hey, there's nothing. You can probably split a skeleton to the side to 100% confirm it. That's a lot of archers here.
The level 2 coil sniping these archers would be a lot easier, but he's not quite there yet, missing just a little bit. In fact, 1 wisp kill is enough for the level up here, so Sonik wants to be careful, and I'm sure he will. If TeRRoR puts 1 and 2 together, he should realize that the natural has been crept because, or not the natural, the other gold mine, because the keeper was level 3, but the natural wasn't crept for it, so of course there must have been experience coming from somewhere else, but he's not finding the cancel on the entangled, and that's definitely a missed opportunity.
Yeah, he's trying to reduce the number of wisps in the base instead. Now he confirms it with the skeleton. No Entangled Gold Mine yet. Can he still cause some damage? Gargs are definitely flying towards that position now. The other 2 saved to go for the lumber again. He has a staff to get out after an entangle. So the DK is part of this attack, and that's level 3 now finally. But the Entangled Gold Mine is coming up.
Yeah, important level 3 right there. And as I said, that entangle did not get cancelled. There was a window there to do this. I think the scouting here for TeRRoR wasn't the greatest. Oh, the Gargs also flying into the creep camp. TeRRoR a bit overwhelmed right now. Of course, lots of things happening. He's got 3 screens basically to take care of right now. In the main, he's getting harassed by the keeper where some more ghouls died. The level 2 entangle here looking strong as always. And Sonik seems to be getting further and further ahead this game.
I agree, and with... for his style, pretty passive gameplay. I mean, the archers, did they ever see something else in their home base except like the bottom right expansion spot? I don't think so. Now crossing the first third of the map with a Demon Hunter to get some levels onto him and to level up the mana burn, of course. It's just the keeper that's creating space, and apparently that's enough for now.
Yeah, and Sonik playing this really well. He did, in fact, do what's pretty much ideal and unconventional for him. He played the early game slow, and he made sure he got the passive early expansion up against the gargoyles, which is what you want. He didn't go too ham. Of course, the keeper, he's still looking for a bit of kills here and there, that's for sure. But the rest of the army was just making sure the progress was going to be happening. First with the expansion, now with the Demon Hunter. And if this demon gets to level 3 here before too long, Sonic's looking very good.
Yeah, and we pointed out how amazing this inventory is for the Lich, but there is no Lich yet. He was trying to go through with Gargs and Ghouls alone. That didn't really work. And it should be time for the second hero. This is very old school by TeRRoR. Dark Ranger.
Playing without Orb. Wow. This is super all-in by TeRRoR. He basically has to, with this Frenzy finishing, do tremendous damage.
Well, actually, Remo, Black Arrow is an orb, so he has an orb. But I know what
that
you
one
mean.
doesn't do -4 armor. He's gonna have to try to snowball with these skeletons as best as he can. And Sonic's playing a bit greedy here. Not going for any tier 2 buildings like Dryads or anything. Going tier 3 fast. And this is probably going to be the decision of the game already here. This fight right now. How much damage can TeRRoR do? Needs to take out these archers quickly, but good micro by Sonik. Pulling them back, saving them as best as possible. And the keeper with the entangle is easily finding one ghoul kill after the next.
No wisps here yet. There's the first detonate. That was nice against the skeletons. And the Engine of War is dealing with the Dark Ranger pretty much by himself. Now a little reposition. Archer numbers, of course, decreasing, but same for the ghouls. There's not a single one left. And the level 4 for the Keeper of the Grove. Now gargoyles join the fray, but their piercing damage doesn't do much against archers. It's the other way around. Dark Ranger in trouble, getting burned and killed, and that's game for Sonik.
And Sonik, with a bit of innovation here with the Keeper and second Enchant of War like this creeping, he was one of those guys that's always been really focused on doing Enchant of War creeping, and it feels like he's pushing the limits of harassing while creeping at the same time. And we could be looking at the future of Night Elf here, perhaps, with more of them trying stuff like this and perfecting it.
Yeah, that looked rock solid, right? Like no Davai playstyle, no big mistakes, good game plan, good execution. Pretty much everything went according to plan.
Yeah, Sonik is showing more and more restraint, willing to also, even if he doesn't like it too much, play passive if it's the better build. Again, against Gargoyles, the best thing you can do is fast expand and prevent the counter expansion. That is normally the way to victory. And that worked out really well right here. A few mishaps here and there for TeRRoR. Creeping the first camp already, he took way too much damage because he didn't summon skeletons first to tank the damage. So all the ghouls were really hurt, ends up losing 2 ghouls, when at most it should be 1. And one of them wasn't quite denied, gave the keeper level 2. Little mistake there. The bigger one though was not scouting with skeletons. When you don't see archers for so long, you must know they're up to something. And if you're on the map like he was, creeping at the merchant, there's a big opportunity to find a creepjack. Imagine if he shows up there and creepjacks the archers while they're creeping. Could have been a huge play for him, but scouting wasn't there, so TeRRoR needs to make sure he scouts a bit better here in the next match.
Yeah, I thought this is on purpose and he knows what's up without scouting, but apparently wasn't the case. He didn't react to the timing properly. Little unfortunate, but still ways to fix. Autumn Leaves was his map though. Next is Last Refuge, and here in DreamHack over the past 12 months, we have seen some devious Ghoul and Garg play on this very map, thinking back to the Vortex days.
Yeah, I think TeRRoR needs to make sure he's on top of his scouting, like maybe like try to have some skeletons at all times, scouting a good amount. And against this type of creeping, if Sonik was to try something similar, he needs to make sure he sees it and it's there. You know, like it's, if you're a Night Elf, the worst case scenario, if you're doing this kind of creeping, you know, is like if TeRRoR would have run downwards and caught this in action, stolen the Ring of Regen, maybe killed some of the archers, and then you prevent the base from going up easily entirely, and then we're looking at a very different game. Obviously, easier said than done, but on Last Refuge, you know, like, it's not like you can do like the big red camp with 1 Ancient of War or something with only your units. So it feels like in terms of camps that can be done, Sonik is going to be a lot more limited. But Sonik doesn't even have to play the exact same either. He could just go Warden, go double Ancient of War, creep with his 0 around this time, and wait until he's level 3 to start applying damage.
Okay then, we'll see if it goes a little bit more TeRRoR's way here, or if Sonik has another brilliant game plan that he can bring to the execution right now. Another map where usually we would say, this is not a Warden map, this should be impossible, but you know, with Sonik everything is possible, so let's not count this opportunity out. Sonik is punching for the lower bracket final, and TeRRoR has to win this map to stay in the tournament. There we go, Remo. Will TeRRoR be eliminated? Or can he fight back? There's an Ancient of War at the Merchant.
Yeah, really ballsy over here. Sonik trying to get a fast level 2 and a big item. Plenty of experience. He's trying to read into TeRRoR's play. TeRRoR almost never Acolyte scouts, and very often goes for a 1 Ziggurat tech where you're in the dark for a long time. Honestly, I think like 70% of the games TeRRoR doesn't scout. But this time around, he does scout, which is very unfortunate for Sonik. TeRRoR's gonna figure out this is going on and will be coming over for the harass. And that means that the keeper is gonna be very underleveled here for a long time. If... Oh, TeRRoR's not checking the position.
No!
Nobody does this anymore. It's almost never worth it to check this position, so TeRRoR might actually not realize.
This is very, very unfortunate. He's losing so much time already when he had the right idea. He sees, okay, there's no Ancient of War here. What the hell are you doing now? So he probably knows already. Perhaps has to confirm if this is a Huntress build or something. But that's a good of like 15, 20 seconds where he gets the information a little late.
Yeah, now he knows though. And that means the DK must come across right away. And maybe also 2 ghouls. That is up to debate though. With the Ensnare trappers there, it's a little bit dicey. And I think the keeper has to go Treants if he wants to creep this. Yeah, it's Treants first, so no entangle here to deal with ghouls if they were to come into harass. And yeah, this is a horrible early game for Sonik. Disaster.
Oh man. Yeah, this might be first here. Sonic with Treants as a first spell. You don't see that too often. TeRRoR is hunting some rabbits here, getting skeletons, and might be punishing this. But Sonic is backing off. He's not going with his head through the wall, but rather switches gears.
Yeah, TeRRoR, knowing wisely the Keeper might come aggressively and now going for a narrow tower. TeRRoR can tech right now if he wants, if he trusts his Acolyte control, which he should. Because again, without Entangle, this is not too scary. 5 ghouls are at home, easily enough to defend. But Sonic is catching up in the lumber, so it's not even going to be that huge of a tech lead. But should be tier 2 starting now. Here it is. I like this by TeRRoR. Not overreacting, not panicking against the Keeper. He's creeping up in the meantime. And if he can prevent this creeping from the Keeper at the same time, this is a perfect early game for the Undead.
Yeah, I really like that as well. You might get this opportunity in a game and try to rush it, especially when game 1 didn't really go your way, to like seize the opportunity that your opponent presents you. But TeRRoR, the veteran that he is, knows a little better and plays it more passive, the anti-Sonic so far.
Yeah, now he's level 2, he's got a big lead. TeRRoR should go to the Merchant right away. He knows that's the only way Sonic can catch up. But he's going to creep the full camp here. It's perhaps a little passive, but now the DK is going to run over. Finally, Sonic is going to be able to creep this camp, but it still takes a little while. And TeRRoR has the opportunity. If the DK arrives here and steals the big Lasted, that would have been a disaster. And there you can see, if he had been a little bit quicker with the DK movement, that could have been a sick play, but he still arrives to still prevent level 2 Keeper here for the time being.
Yeah, nice execution, right click and mid animation throws the coil. Can he prevent level 2? No, he can't. Now he has to face Entangle. Oh, last hit battle. Not too sure if it went to the DK.
Ancient of War got it, so
I think so, yeah.
Into Oblivion. And this DK, is he gonna get level 3 here from the ghouls creeping? Yeah, he is, right? Oh my god, now he can steal that one. Wow.
Boom.
Sick game for TeRRoR.
And an entire level ahead without an expansion coming up. Cool multitasking throughout the entire series by TeRRoR. Always operating on multiple screens, which is really, really stressful in a micro-intensive game like WarCraft, of course. And we don't see a second crypt in his base yet, Remo. Is TeRRoR not playing gargoyles?
No way. Is he playing Fiends? The first time in his life against Night Elf? I mean, it would be honestly not a bad choice because he knows the Keeper is playing from behind. If the Keeper is playing from behind without an expansion, just standard play destroys Keeper strategies. So this is honestly a smart call if he's gonna do it, which yeah, seems like he will. Tier 2 gonna finish, can rush tier 3 right away. Lich, Slaughterhouse. And now, if TeRRoR makes sure there's no expansion coming up until he reaches tier 3, this game must be his.
Okay, Telestaff as well to get out of possible entangled surrounds. Just a little bit of more safety. Lich is coming, finally, first time in this series. Slaughterhouse as well, he is indeed switching it up. Another Wisp kill, that's number 2 for TeRRoR as well. Feels like game 3 to me, Remo.
Yeah, must be honestly. It is a gigantic lead for TeRRoR. Once he has the statues out and destroyers and frenzy, he's going to be so strong. Lich coming out right now. Could switch to creeping now if he wants. Good thing he has that telestaff, and he can always go over to the other side of the map. Only now Sonic is clearing up the natural. Honestly, if Sonic expands right now, TeRRoR could just allow it. It's so late that it might be a suicidal expansion.
Yeah, everything is a little late, right? He's also creeping the spot without the Demon Hunter, so his level 3 will arrive late. The lore is pretty late. Tier 3 has started. That's, I think, the only thing that is actually in time. And TeRRoR playing this DK like he would play Gargs, harassing so much, only now retreating thanks to the staff, which he sells for another rod for more efficiency. I like that. I like TeRRoR's play a lot here. And pretty much same as yesterday, Sonic series are a wild ride with one player having the advantage per map and not for the entire series. DK got it, I think.
Yeah, lasted with a Nova and stole the item, the big healing, which would have been amazing for the Demon Hunter. When
it rains, it pours.
And his whole game comes down to the Ancient of War. That's sometimes what happens when you gamble. Sometimes you lose. Just like Todd at poker.
How do you know? Are you assuming his win rate, Remo?
I have to check out some more Todd poker streams. When's the next one coming? I wonder.
He'll probably
As we
alert
see,
us.
tier 3 finishing, Destroyer form queued right away, of course, and Frenzy. Keeper's gonna have a much tougher time here being effective with the statue at home already. That's gonna be healing. He can get one ghoul at least. That's something, right?
Yep. Finally, a little bit of something. Like that TeRRoR is keeping the Fiends in the base as well to just keep them safe from Entangle. In the meantime, Demon Hunter is finally creeping up. The Engine of War. Yeah, that was not the best asset that Sonik had this entire game. Blocks the bears now. But alright, one of the wind, always nice to have against Undead. Very limited to spell and can prevent a coil. Lich is level 2 already though, and that is Frost Armor against Bears and Demon Hunter.
Yeah, very, very strong. And the great thing for TeRRoR is here, he still isn't under any need to be aggressive. He can just creep up the map right now. His heroes will scale amazingly. So will the Demon Hunter, but not the Keeper. The Keeper has passed his zenith. And in fact, TeRRoR is thinking about his own expansion here. Happy style, around 50 supply. That Acolyte getting intercepted, but Destroyer comes out perfectly in time. It's going to help his little worker friend. Also the Lion Horn, really nice for TeRRoR. Always a good item. And getting closer to level 4 and 3 level ups, which are a big deal.
I see a lot of Lion Horns today. That's number 3 already. Of course, more appreciated here than it was before. And this is exactly what you said. The Destroyer is taking care.
The Lion Horn makes sense, right? Because new Hearthstone expansion, United in Stormwind. We're all going to Stormwind, boys.
If you say so. Obviously, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I just assume you're right.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Seems like they're selling them like hotcakes over in Stormwind. They still sell for 240 gold, but I think TeRRoR's gonna keep it. Always a good item, as we all know. Level 4 and 3, here we go. DK and Lich leveling up now and looking pretty strong. With the expansion, however, coming up, Sonik has a timing that he can try to go up against. Go up to 60 supply, maybe. He's got a pretty good army right now. 5 bears out, 5 archers, not a single dryad. This Frost Armor could single-handedly win this fight.
Yeah, here we go. Demon Hunter being in the middle of everything. There is a staff to save him. Ghouls pass by everything, catching the attention of the bear, so the Fiends are relatively safe. Ghouls also take out the archers, and oh boy, is that a clean fight so far. Saves the Fiends to the side. 4. No, actually, Demon Hunter is getting a couple of kills in. 2 Destroyers up in the air. No statue on the ground anymore. That could bite him down the road.
Yeah, moving the second statue I don't think was the right call here if he didn't have a backup, but Archer certainly did go down quickly. This is, of course, time being bought. If TeRRoR has to TP out here in the end, it's going to be fine for him. TP transfer. Oh, that was close. Tried to prevent it with the Wand of the Wind. Some more ghouls going down, but good fight overall for TeRRoR, I guess. Supply is still even. Sonik did clean that up towards the end, and TeRRoR a little bit slow with the statue production here. There's a window for Sonik to keep pressuring now.
Yeah, it's almost full mana. Expansion didn't pay off. Question is, does he know about this? If he's just rushing down, he still has the TP. He can commit to this quite a bit. TeRRoR's creeping, not defending.
That Wand of the Wind really helping up Sonik. I guess that's what triggered that second Destroyer and made it a lot harder for TeRRoR to sustain. Hero still, low mana over here. Big item for the DK was the Book of the Dead, which is actually pretty good. We finally do have Dryads now, but not too much to spell.
Can this Haunted Goldmine survive? Very limited repair as well. Could take care of that Acolyte. But just as Foggy against Happy, we're aiming for the Lich over and over. Mana really rare. No shop nearby to go for a mana potion. Destroyer being attacked. So are the bears. So far, one-on-one fight. But this time, there's a statue on the ground. 2 statues on the ground, actually. One might be morphed into another Destroyer as this one falls. Lich?
Or being used trying to trigger the Dispel. And now Rejuve can be applied once again. The Lich is going down! Nothing to save him. No Invo anymore. The DK was out of mana. Entangle finds the kill there once again. Is Sonik doing this? This game was supposed to be unwinnable. 33 supply, however, only for the Night Elf. Still a lot of little ghouls and summons on the ground. TeRRoR still, even without his Lich, looking decent.
Yeah, gets another surround on the bear. This looks good. There's barely anything left in the Keeper and the Demon Hunter. Level 4, okay. But anti-air is rare. This spell is absolutely rare. Lich should be back in a bit. Dark Ranger is coming in and another surround. Man, we talked about Vortex on this map. Almost as many surrounds as him. Here's the TP. Oh, only passed. Not used.
Full mining here from the Acolytes. Oh, that statue. Is he gonna overextend? Demon running back, not using that TP yet. The staff is ready again. In the meantime, Trio of Life in the top left, about halfway through. Sonik
Man,
has a window here still to win this.
Yeah, despite this big lead, Sonik trying to turn this game around, and he had some good moments in this game so far. Still no Lich. This might be another opportunity for that level 4 Keeper and the level 4 Demon Hunter to cause some trouble. Still no tower up, and the pressure continues. Treants summoned, Entangle as well. Fiend in danger, being saved. But man, TeRRoR would love to have a shop here for a little bit of mana, but he has to fight with the normal physical attacks.
TeRRoR coming in, no detection here actually. Sonik committing quite hard with his army, but before the Lich is back,
Oh,
this
DK.
doesn't make sense going for the DK now. Oh my god. Don't tell me he gets the skill.
Death
Could go for
pack.
Death pack now, but he doesn't have the mana. It takes 50.
Oh,
Is this really? Turn around. One more Entangle, a few more right clicks, and he gets the kill. The DK goes down. A crazy comeback by Sonik. He's not out of the woods yet, but man, is he fighting to keep his chances alive in this game?
Oh my god, Lich is finally back, needs this firepower, needs the orb. TeRRoR is throwing everything into this defense. Abominations are coming in as well, making things a lot harder for Sonik, of course, to deal with this. Nova on that bear, Riju is running, but not on that one. Oh my god, what a slaughter.
Is he gonna get the next hero kill here? He's chasing for it. Next Entangle is gonna be ready in a moment. Lich does have some items though. This Narrow Tower is desperately needed, but might be too late. The spell coming through.
No way.
Frost Armor now finally. The Frost Armor was severely lacking before.
Oh no.
Keeper dropping low. About to die. TP transfer. The Keeper doesn't make it out. Couldn't quite transfer the TP. But this Demon Hunter was getting so much experience. Almost level 5 now on the Demon. And you know what? Sonic's gonna have an expansion.
What is this game? Oh man, you can feel how important it is for both of these players to make it into the lower bracket final to play one more day of DreamHack. Nobody is giving this up. If this would be a ladder game, the game would be over for 7-8 minutes by now. Demon Hunter and 2 bears continuing the siege. We do have the Narub Tower now. Shop was again cancelled. DK is back from the tavern for the first... Oh, I was about to say for the first time in forever. We got the Tri-Hero lineup back up, but yeah, that was another Lich kill. I forgot. Ooh, boy. It's already hot here in Hamburg, but this game brings the heat.
Yeah, TeRRoR, with a few mistakes in the late game, not having enough statues and so on, and could have microed a bit better, but Sonik, man, fighting his heart out. Also, did a great job here, distracting from the north, creating space in the south. TeRRoR, however, still has the lead. He's got the triple hero, he's got the level 5 DK, and if he goes for a push here soon, this could all still turn around. Sonik needs a bit more time, but if he has more time for more production and gets to 70 supply, this bear plus dried army is going to be very powerful.
Yeah, we have no disease cloud yet. I wonder... He has no lumber for it and needs more production probably. 74 pop for the undead, 48 by Sonik. He is mining like crazy. Dryads in 2. Wouldn't mind. Do we have 2 orbs already? Not yet. Wouldn't mind to see that. And now Sonik is back in his old game. Just davai, attack, attack.
Gonna make a pit stop at the red camp first, perhaps. Didn't buy a second orb, which is kind of surprising. And now finally the Skelly scouted the expansion. Really late, but finally now TeRRoR has the info. Big item here for Sonik. What's he gonna get? Warsong Battle Drums. That's pretty good. It's a little less than 10% because of the roar, so efficiently it's a bit less, but still more damage is never bad. And level 5, Demon Hunter.
Yeah. This is such a powerful weapon, and we got 5, 4, 3. on the Undead as well. Would I guess love to swap the levels of Lich and Dark Ranger. But hey, if you're dead all the time, you can't properly level. But he's very, very close on level 4 for the Lich. We all know what that means. Probably the most important level in all of Warcraft. Here's the TP, TeRRoR coming into a big defense. 70 supply against 60 Sonic supply blocked. And now we got Disease Cloud as well. Enough dispel. Is TeRRoR finally able to carry this map home?
Sonic has been doing a really good job, always forcing the attention away from his expansion. Very, very nice play by him. But the army for the Undead is still very strong. 3 destroyers, lots of fiends, A-bomb statues, everything you want. And still no Orb of Venom on the Keeper, which is limiting the damage by quite a bit. Ancient of Wind now coming up. Sonic wants to be ready to go into Hippogriffs, but right now he's far away from that still. Has to fall back and wait a bit longer for more production.
There's no web yet. This could come in as a big surprise to finally deal with the destroyers. Sonic going south once again. Mana potion, heal potion, invo potion this time on TeRRoR. Love to see these mana potions now. He needed that before. Lich is plus 17. Close to level 4. 1 Wisp kill it is. 6 XP missing. And we have ourselves a little bit of a base race.
They're trying to take out this expansion and then TP home to save his own expo, morphing all the destroyers. Again, no statues left. But these siege bears are taking care of the 100 gold mine also pretty quickly. Mass repair coming in, perhaps not good enough. Who's going to be faster? I think it's going to be a trade.
Wow.
TP against TP. Uh-oh. This is really close.
No way! The last fiend shot seals the deal and seals the fate of the expansion. He was already gone. But the projectile was in the air. Moon-esque calculation by TeRRoR, and maybe a little bit of luck here and there as well. But huge move for him. And now he just has to kill a couple of units, and then that's his game to take.
Yeah, Sonic now has to go all in. No choice anymore. The bears are getting slaughtered by these destroyers. The anti-air is just very minimal. Mana potion being used. Oh, perfect mana burn timing! He doesn't have the coil ready. The Lich has to run back to the shop. Can he make it? Invo potion transfer something? Yes, he can. But the bears are getting slaughtered in the meantime. The other army is just so huge. Not even any upgrades, but still, the firepower here is immense. Destroyer is starting to be taken out. Other heroes strong as the Lich in trouble again. Heal potion, last second. DK also dropping low. Lots of heroes. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on? DK has to go for an item at the shop. He doesn't get it.
Oh no! The Lich
dropping
falls as well.
died. Both Knight of Heroes almost level 6.
Oh my god! That's so close, man! It's GG by TeRRoR! He sees no way out! And Sonic wins this! What the hell was this game? Look at the emotion!